Hello everyone, Lau here. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, I'm Lau. I'm a vintage toy collector. So I'm making videos about toys from the 80s and 90s, mostly all this pretty girly stuff that you can see behind me. So my main collection is Generation 1 My Little Pony. I'm also collecting Polly Pocket, for example, and lots of other stuff. And today I have a haul or unboxing for you because I've not taken out all the stuff of the shipping boxes, and it's mainly a Lady Lovely Locks unboxing or haul. Lady Lovely Locks is a toy line I adore. It's probably one of my top favorites. It's from the late 80s, and I think I have not shown a lot of new stuff that I've acquired from that toy line recently, mainly because I have not acquired anything. It's not a huge, big toy line, and most of the stuff that's available right now I either already have or it's pretty expensive, so it was just like I don't know, I couldn't get anything, I couldn't add anything to my Lady Lovely Locks collection. But I think now I have a couple of things, and you will see other toy lines also in this video, because it's not strictly only Lady Lovely Locks. Because especially one more toy line that I'm really excited by, I think I'm gonna call it Lady Lovely Locks, and maybe that other toy line in the thumbnail and in the video. So I think the first thing, so let's take these out here. The first thing that I kind of got to get back into at least acquiring a little bit of Lady Lovely Locks stuff were these vintage toy pamphlets, magazines, catalogs, whatever they are. They're not catalogs and they're not magazines. It's something in between. And you know, if you're following me for a while, you know that I'm totally into the paperwork stuff for vintage toy lines, especially when it's oh my goodness, these beautiful artworks for some of the 80s, especially the 80s toy lines. Oh my goodness. And if you're not really familiar with Lady Lovely Locks, or in German it's called Lady Lockenlicht, and I don't know, in French it's something with Dame Boucline or Boucline or something like that. So it has different names, and when I'm searching online for the stuff, I only search for Lady Lockenlicht, so the German name, because right now here in Germany most people putting the stuff up under that name. Anyways, it's a toy line by Mattel, very famous toy company, especially known for a lot of the doll toy lines that we grew up with. And it started in 87 and ran up until 89, so only about 3 years, and had 3 waves of dolls, animals, playsets. And why I love this artwork so much is not only because it's gorgeous. I mean, look at it. But it is a main part of that toy line, because it kind of started with these wonderful drawings. It's a licensed toy line, actually, from those characters from Cleveland. If you have a couple of Lady Lovely Locks figures and you've wondered why it doesn't say Mattel on the back here on the head, I think on the body it says Mattel. But the back of the hat says TCFC, TCFC, which means those characters from Cleveland. And I was just like, oh, okay, they kind of, I don't know, the license was there or whatever. I didn't really invest in researching why, what does that mean, that those characters from Cleveland. And I just recently heard a toy designer talk about these toy lines, because there's more that have these TCFC things, and actually I think that's interesting. That's why I want to talk about this a little bit, so a little bit of history as well. TCFC, so those characters from Cleveland, was a department from American Greetings, like a greeting card company that was known for making, you know, greeting cards and other papery goods such as, I don't know, wrapping paper and stuff like that. And they had amazing like designers and artists, and so they came up with wonderful like greeting card or like designs, and they licensed them. Apart from making their own greeting cards with them, they licensed them to toy companies for making toy lines out of them. So very famously, for example, strawberry shortcake, Care Bears, Popples. So you've maybe heard one of them. So these were all started by those characters from Cleveland and then licensed, for example, like strawberry shortcake, Care Bears to Kenner, or with Lady Lovely Locks in this case to Mattel. It's very similar also to Rainbow Bride, which was not done by like American Greetings, those characters from Cleveland, no, but by Hallmark. That's another greeting card company that licensed then the Rainbow Bride characters to Mattel, so they made the Rainbow Bride toy line. So these wonderful like depictions of the characters were not in-house designed by Mattel, by the toy designers from Mattel, but they were given the license and they had already these wonderful pictures and everything, so they had to just turn them into toys. So it's different. It's you kind of can think of it as like nowadays when you have all those licensed toy lines, like they're making Disney toys, making Star Wars toys. All these entities are already existing, and the toy designers don't have to design the characters. They just turn them into toys. And this was somehow similar. I think they had a little bit more inside than with nowadays it's with Star Wars or something, but very interesting. If you want to know a little bit more about like the toy design that I was talking about, it's actually, I don't know if you've heard of Stefanie Eskander. I'm following her for a long time already on Instagram. She has been part of so many of those amazing toy lines. She has been working for Mattel, Hasbro, Kenner, all those companies in the 80s and 90s, and I think she's still doing toys today. Fisher Price, she's also worked for that. And she has recently on a podcast talked about those, for example, her work on Popples. That actually also came from the TCFC designs, but they had a little bit more that could like change them more up. I don't know. She has also worked on Lady Lovely Locks, but I think not for a very long time. So that's super interesting. I can definitely link her Instagram down below if you want to know more about that. So everything that I've just told you is just from me, like reading her Instagram posts and her listening to the podcast, etc. That was so interesting. So let's get into the packages, and I mean, I will show you these pamphlets in a separate video, but there is a story in there, sometimes with like the wonderful drawings from those characters from Cleveland, and sometimes it shows the toys. So this one's from '88. It shows the first wave of Lady Lovely Locks toys here in Germany. Probably then that was the release here, '88, not '87 already. And this mainly shows the third wave, which probably I don't think that there were a lot of like the second wave was probably clashed together with the third wave in Germany. So because here's something from the Enchanted Island wave. But we also have already stuff like this pavilion, this thing from the last wave. So this is coming in a separate video. We're going page by page. And now let's start opening up this package, because I know there is stuff from Lady Lovely Locks in there. This was an eBay auction a while ago, like a little bit later than when I acquired this, and I was like, I want to get more. This is from a different seller, and this is a package of I think one doll and a lot of accessories. So okay, I have not completely looked everything up, so it's also nice for me. The doll is not in a good condition. You can see, this is the head. This is the body. Well, those Lovely Locks dolls, oh, but she's so cute. They really tend to have broken necks. This is not even broken, but they are kind of very fragile. This is their pain point, definitely, and you find them so often without the heads. Here it was already glued on at one point, I can see that. Oh, she has earrings? No, actually no. Oh, I think someone has put needles in it for earrings. Can you hear that? That's actually still the joint that has kind of fallen out here and is now loose in here. But I'm so happy to finally have her. Let's squeeze the head on a little bit deeper. This is the brown-haired friend of Lady Lovely Locks. So the main character is the blonde girl, and she has two best friends, and this is Maiden Fair Hair. And I don't have that doll at all. There were 3 Maiden Fair Hairs released, and I'm not exactly sure, as I don't have the dress. This is not a Lady Lovely Locks dress, this is something else. I have no idea, I've never seen that. It's probably also too big, so I don't think that would fit her at all. I don't know that looks very vintagey. Not ugly, but it's just not my aesthetic for dolls that I would. So that's, head has fallen off. I have found a way to repair those necklines. It's not super professional. If you want to know kind of how I do it, did it the same with my Skipper dolls. I can link that video here so you can see what I do. I mainly sculpt a new like ball joint and then put the head on it. It has worked for 3 of my Lady Lovely Locks figures already, so I think it will be possible with her too. So the main fair hair, she's brown haired, and as I said, there has been 3 releases. I think the first wave Maiden Fair Hair and the third wave Maiden Fair Hair were released over here. The second one with the Enchanted Island dress not. So I tend to think that this is the first one because her makeup is not as strong and she has a gradient in her eye. So I think the Ballerina themed one from the third wave has stronger blush and more pink lips and has only like blue in her eyes, or purple, sorry, not blue, only purple, and she has a gradient, so there's a little bit of brown still in her eyes, and her makeup is a little bit softer. Also the eyeshadow is not as bold. I think this should be the one from the first wave. Her hair is, when I get this out, probably still in okay condition. I saw that, yeah, she has lost a little bit of hair here, but if I put the hair down, it should not be a problem. I will try to give her a soft curl. And yeah, right now I don't have her dress. It has slipped me through it has slipped through my fingers so often online. Sometimes they're selling those dresses like separately, and then I try to get it, and it's always been sold already. There you can see it, 86 TCFC, those characters from Cleveland. She does actually not come with earrings. I think someone put needles in there. And there's also other things. Oh my gosh, I always wanted to have one of those because there have been like big, like real like comb and brush like beauty sets for children back then. So this was not included in any of the dolls or toys other than these. These are combs and brushes that directly came with the toys. Now I just have one, but they are so cute. I think there were also like little hair clips. This has been a whole set. Sometimes you see it for sale. It's nice to have that randomly in here. So one of the pixie tails. I mean the pixie tails from the toys. They look like more like this. This is more the depiction of what they look in the drawings directly, but the idea is every one of those dolls and other animals. They came with little hair clips that look like animals, and they have a strand of wonderful brushable hair. And those are actually also characters, so they're not just meant to be clips, hair clips and accessories. And it's so cute to see one of the pixie tails here directly in the depiction that really looks more like a real animal. Super cute. So you saw that, oh wow, that here's one of the pixie tails, this is one of the rabbits. These little guys here also come in different animals: birds, rabbits, chipmunks, mice, snails, seahorses, I don't know, and butterflies. Here's another butterfly one. The butterflies tend to be a little bit more expensive. They came with mostly the third wave dolls and with the curly kittens. And the rabbits, etc., they're more common. But you know, you can never have too many pixie tails. They're so cute. Some of them are pearlescent, and it's sometimes not that easy to find out to which doll exactly that one belonged, because sometimes they're a little bit different colored and with different hair colors, and then you can't really identify which one it is. So my guess is that this is probably one from the Lady Lovely Locks, the last wave Sparkle Pretty Lady Lovely Locks, and with this one I don't know yet. I think the Maiden Fair hair here, she came with chipmunks, so not with rabbits and not with... Although if it would be the Ballerina one, I think that one might have also come with the butterflies. I'm not sure. And then we have lots of no brushes, just combs. And I'm really happy because a lot of them are pearlized. This is also sometimes very, very funny to find out which one they belong, because mostly in the US I think they were just released with a pearlescent finish, but here we have them a lot also in this matte finish. I think this one could have been the one from Lady Raven Waves. Here we have a blue one that, oh my goodness, I don't know, could have come with a prince or with Maiden Fair hair. Now we have two yellow ones. So these are mostly the ones that came with the dolls. So they have a little rabbit, and then it looks like a pixie tail here, and then beneath there's the comb. And then we have lots of these. And I think I have a couple of them, but some of them I definitely do not have, and all of them are pearlescent. I definitely do not have one in the pink here. I think these came mostly with the cats, or the little curly kittens or palace pets, I think. So super lovely. I have a little bit of a Lady Lovely Locks comb collection, so let's see which ones are completely new to me. And there's one left, that one. I totally do not have that one. It says also in the back here Mattel, and 80. Does it say 86? No, it's not directly says 88, which makes sense because this is from the third wave. It came with one of the play sets. It came with the Beauty Magic Throne, or in German Drehpavillon, and it was like you could put it in there, so it would just reveal the lovely design, but you could take it out and then you could brush the hair of the doll with it. And 88, yeah, the third wave was released in 89, so interesting. Produced in Italy. Okay, so that's the first thing. Really happy to finally have Maiden Fair hair. And now let's get to that big chunky package here. I bought this from one, I would call her a friend right now. It has started that she has commented on some of my videos, and then we have talked on Instagram. She sometimes asks me stuff about, I don't know, do you know what comb or brush that is, etc. And at one point I found out that she is actually selling also a lot of vintage stuff on on eBay Kleinanzeigen, and I found her on Vinted. And I don't know, at one point she asks me, hey, I know you're also into these and that toy lines. Before I put them up for sale, are you interested in some of the stuff? And I was. So thank you, Mikurus. I mean, that's probably not her real name, but you can find her Instagram under the name Mikurus. I can definitely link that. So she does not post toys, but she is a lovely Lolita, so Lolita fashion. Sometimes she posts wonderful cords, so that's lovely. But if you're interested, if she has something for sale, I can also link her like Vinted account. She's called Cupcake H something numbers on there, and she's also called Mikuru on the eBay Kleinanzeigen. So if you're from Germany, she has stuff up for sale all around that Lady Lovely Locks, sometimes My Little Pony, and then all those lovely toy lines, because she sometimes just decides to sell something when she has enough stuff, when she gets new stuff and she feels like her shelves are full, she has to sell something, then she can get new things, which is a good thing, other than me, which I never sell anything, I'm just hoarding. I'm very, very happy to have now a real look into this package, because I just briefly had a look, and most of the stuff is Lady Lovely Locks, but definitely there's also other stuff in there, so oh gosh. Okay, I can see that there's something. Some chocolate. Oh, thanks so much. I had already seen that when I just peeked into. Thanks so much. I mean, Dashboard Konnichiwa, Kirschmandel, so cherry blossom and almond. Very appreciated. And I can already see something here. I would say here's a note. So I would say we put this down here and take out all the stuff. Yay, thank you so much. Oh, okay. Anna is her real name, so she thanks me for this purchase, and that she is also always loves to see my new videos. And yes, your stuff is in this video, and I'm so happy. 2 fashion pieces for Lady Lovely Locks. This little thing I've wanted for so long, and it's kind of impossible to get like separately. It's the top, or it's more like a body, you can see that, for the Maiden Golden Waves, from the second line of wave of Lady Lovely Locks, the one that looks a little bit like a mermaid. I found her at a flea market. I had her like skirt in a separate lot and her headpiece as well. I never could find her top / body. Now I have it. She had it for sale separately. It's a little bit ripped here, but I have no problem. I mean, I can sew that on. Finally, I have that one. Oh my gosh. I thought I would probably never get that. I would probably have to buy another doll to get that. But I don't want another doll, I just want that piece. So thank you so much. And then there's this dress. So, yeah, that's what she said. It is also, for some reason, it is cut in the bottom, because it's underneath it also like a body. But other than that, it looks really lovely, very clean, good condition. It is a very soft like tulle material, and that rips all the time. So when you find those Lady Lovely Locks dresses, most of them around the edge of the dresses, most of them have a little bit like are a little bit ripped. So this is a dress from one of the main fair hairs. So it was like perfect, and I can put that on her. This is not from the first main fair hair. This is the ballerina dress. So that's why I was not sure. Is she maybe even the ballerina? But I don't think so. I think this is the first maiden fair hair. I still will put her in that dress. So got this typical, like my favorite kind of material, this iridescent papery material, ruffles, the shoulders, and then a very poofy skirt. Not like floor length, it's more like knee length. And yeah, here for example there's a little like rip, but that's totally normal. And underneath it's actually more like a body, so typical for like ballerina stuff. So, oh, lovely. So She won't be naked for long, and I have that. That was one of the main things, was like, oh, I wanna have that. Oh my goodness. So, what else is in here? Ah yeah, cassette tapes. She is also heavily into collecting the German like toy line cassette tapes. The culture in the 80s and 90s was like in Germany definitely that most of the toy lines also got cassette tapes produced with the stories on it. Really, most of them really well produced, nice voice actors and all that stuff. And finally, I have 3 more Lady Lovely Locks cassette tapes. I only have number 1. I found that one at a flea market, which is perfect. But other than that, I have not found any other like at flea markets. Still, you can get them online, but they're pretty expensive. I think it's a cassette tape line that is like audio cassette tapes. I think it's just like 10 episodes. But some people like are asking like too much. I like to pay maybe €2 for a cassette or 3, or I don't know. I paid €4 per cassette here, which I'm fine with. That's still a good price, because there are people asking like €10 for one cassette. That's like, to me, like ridiculous. Sorry. And ever since I had listened to the first cassette tape, I was like intrigued. I want to know how it continues. Because it's really well produced. This one has so nice, like the voice actors, the sound design, the music. You're really feeling like you're in this fantasy world of like enchanted forests and like princes, and it's really well made. So I'm really interested to find out how the story continues, because it ended with a cliffhanger, the first one. So yeah. So excited. So at least I have number 2 to continue, and I mean, yeah, then there are a couple of ones missing, but then I have 5 and 6. Is there anything in there? Like, no, just a normal inlay with all the voice actors, etc. So this makes me so happy. Because I am right now also very much into listening to old children's cassette tapes. Is there more Lady Lovely Lock stuff? Yes, there is. Okay, let's take that one out here. Is that? I think there's something missing. That one, definitely that one belongs to it. Wait, is there more? Okay. What? Okay. Let's unwrap all of those, because I don't exactly know how to put that together, but shouldn't be too difficult. Wing. Another wing. There's more wings. And then that one? It's probably the tail, because for a moment I thought it looks like a shell. I didn't buy anything with a shell from her, but let's try to put this together. Okay, that took a little longer than expected, because I didn't exactly know which part goes where, but isn't that beautiful? This is the Fairy Tale Swan boat. I think it came directly from the first wave, and it's, I mean, what would you call it? I mean, it's a boat. You can put a doll in it, so, you know, maybe even 2. I think there would be space for 2 dolls even. But it's not a play set, it's more like, you know, I would consider this to be a vehicle. It's not a doll, it's not an animal, it's not a play set, so oh, it's so beautiful. I wonder if this would be really like swimming in the water. Could be, right? Because inside those wings here, there is air. Can you hear that? If I squish it. So I will definitely try that out this summer if I'm going to the beach, to take that with me and take a couple of photos. If it's really swimming, I don't know. I don't want it, but that also can't happen anything because it's all plastic and can't break or anything. It's beautiful. It's pearlescent. The swan has cute eyes. I mean, maybe it's also supposed to be a real swan, but I mean, no, it's a boat. Come on. Lovely colors. It's not discolored. I mean, it is supposed to be yellow and it's supposed to be this pearly shine here. So wonderful. I definitely have to rearrange my Lady Lovely Locks shelf for this, but I can put figures in it, so it should be okay. It's not that it is a huge playset standing there and taking up room. You can put, I think I can put at least 2 dolls in there. So wonderful. And while I have seen this for sale, it's really hit or miss if you can get that for like good price. Some people are asking, I don't know, 70 euro for it, and some people are asking 20 euro for it. I got it for 20 because like Mikurus, she wants to make some money, of course, when she has like stuff that she wants to get rid of, but she has totally fair prices. So I was totally okay with that price. And I've always thought about this because I always was thinking I can incorporate it onto my Lady Lovely Locks shelf from a display point of view. So happy. Let's see if there's more Lady Lovely Locks. I also purchased those elephants. What elephants? Yeah. And of course there's more Lady Lovely Locks. So, okay. Let's show you at first which elephants I mean. Yeah, I'm talking about those typical Fakey elephants. Why did I buy them? Because I have quite a collection of them going on, and I really like them, especially if I see some that have like really crazy colors. And this white one with the pink, like you know, the pink airbrush on the face on different parts, and basically the hair is really good. Is this still the real hair, or did someone rehair it? Because mine always have like horrible hair, and mine are all rehaired. And here this little guy has wonderful cute hair. I don't know if that's really still the original one. And I've discovered that a lot of them glow in the dark. And I've asked her, this one glows in the dark. So I was just like, if you would give them to me for this or that price, I would buy them. So and apparently this one I've never seen, like this color combo, so maybe that one's a little bit more rare. But yeah, in general, these Fakey elephants, I don't know, different toy lines have like produced them. This one's even squishy one, like here. This one not. So they're probably different toy lines, because this one's a glow-in-the-dark one, this one is a squeaky toy. The molds were used by different like toy companies that are not the main companies that we know. It's not by Mattel or Hasbro. Those are like from the cheaper, you know, those were dollar store toys back in the day. But most of them are from the 80s and 90s, and I don't know, I kind of like them. So like, yeah. So this one's really quite unique. I have one in that color, but not with that hair. So mine that I have, I needed to rehair. And also it did not come with like purple and pink. It had like blue and green hair. But I mean, they're not really cute because their faces, I mean, they could have done cuter eyes on them. But for some reason, for me now they look cute. How could I forget about her? Of course, I bought another Lady Lovely Locks doll from her. Let's see. yeah, she looks different. Because sometimes I thought like, well, didn't they just use all the same face mold or face paint or whatever? And I only have the Pretty Sparkle Lady Lovely Locks. But when I see her, she has a different face paint for sure. She has different like lips, etc. And if I compare these, I can totally see that this is not the Ballerina one, but this is the Lady Lovely Locks herself in the Ballerina outfit. So from the third wave, and she was telling me something about there's some hair missing or something. No, not really. It wasn't even rooted there. So she styled her hair. It has of course they have hung out a little bit, the curls. I'll probably do another, give her another curl. But here you can see lovely that Lady Lovely Locks always has these 3 different colors. They are not clips, they are like in her hair, they are rooted. She has a little bit of yellow also in her bangs. And this is the original dress. This is in real good condition. This is in really, really good condition. Almost looks like it was never played with. And yeah, her neck is intact. So she also comes with shoes. She told me these are not the correct shoes, but they match the dress amazing. So she is so lovely. I mean, look at her. This is why I love this toy line so much. In today's video you won't see any of the animals, but there are also lovely cute cats and a horse and a dog, and they are very reminiscent then of like what My Little Pony would look like, or a Barbie horse look like. And then it comes with these dolls, and it's so fairy tale like, you know. She's a princess in a castle. There's a castle playset. It's just perfect. And look at how this dress is in such good condition. It looks like there's never been a child playing with it. And here are the shoes. The girls from Lady Lovely Locks always have these shoes, just in different colors. Some are pearlescent. These are non-pearlescent. I don't know. I think, yeah, she comes probably with a little bit different shoes, but come on, that matches perfectly. Let's put her here. Yeah, perfect. This other toy line. Oh wow, yeah, I can see she used to have pink hair. I guess that's probably faded. There's a little bit of pink left. Moondreamers? Anyone? It's like a dream come true to have something from Moondreamers. Wow, she comes with her like tights. This is an original Moondreamers dress. Oh, is this like this iridescent paper fabric? That's my jam. And they have so cute faces. Oh wow. She's missing her hair, like headband. But yeah, let's start talking about this toy line. I think I have mentioned it in December maybe, because in my advent calendar I have this comb, and I said, wow, it's a very similar style to the Petite Ponies combs from My Little Pony, but it does belong to a different toy line. In fact, it belongs to Moondreamers. It was my very first piece of anything Moondreamers. Moondreamers is a toy line by Hasbro, so there's no wonder why the combs are kind of the same style as some of the pony combs. Its theming is, it's very like celestial, like dreams, the night, stars, and all of that is glow in the dark. So all of the figures, all of the dolls have glow in the dark hair. So I don't know if that still works here, but let's hope, because she actually had pink hair. She's the pink hair character. She's called, oh my goodness, I'm not that familiar with the names yet. Crystal Star. Crystal Star is her name, and she would be the pink-haired character. So I was really like, wow. She, like when Mikurus sold her to me, I was thinking like, is there also a blonde character? Yes, there are also blonde characters, but this is not one of those. This must be the one with the pink hair, so kind of probably also fading pink, like we know it from ponies, but ponies fading pink does not glow in the dark. This one should glow in the dark. And part of her clothing should also glow in the dark. From what I can see here, I mean, I have to try out, but maybe this little star here at the side, and this comb completely glows in the dark. And you have seen that I've put another audio cassette tape here. Yes, Moondreamers bringen schöne Träume, der Stern aller Sterne. In Germany there were also Moondreamers cassette tapes produced, and it is #1, so I can like start with listening to #1. These are also very expensive and rare, and Moondreamers in general is pretty rare. The toy line is from '86, so I think it just had one wave, very, very sadly. It's before Lady Lovelylocks, and also from different toy companies. So Lady Lovelylocks is Mattel, this is Hasbro. It was produced during the time when Hasbro also was still heavily producing My Little Ponies, and there are some similarities. Because Moondreamers, it's not just like a doll toy line. There are also animals, other characters, creatures, and of course some playsets. And the animals, there is this lion and this bear, like Ursa Major, Ursa something, and Rory the lion. They also have glow-in-the-dark features, and they look very cutesy, like we know it from My Little Pony, because the same toy designers were working on My Little Pony and were working on the Moondreamers animals, so that's why they are so cute. And a lot of people who are like fans of My Little Pony also love Moondreamers. And the dolls also share some similarities with that little girl. This is Megan, the second Megan doll from My Little Pony line, the twice as fancy Megan. And it's so crazy because when Moondreamers was cancelled, it had just one wave. I don't know, it's probably not that selling that well, and that's also one of the reasons why they're not out there a lot. They're pretty hard to find. They're pretty rare, I would say, those dolls. Not super, super rare, but and if you want to have them with clothes, pretty kind of expensive. So I was just like, Mikuru, your prices are well, so that's okay. I want to have that one, so thank you so much. When this doll line was cancelled, they had already like designed and done prototypes and everything for the second wave, and that was never produced. They are some of the most most beautiful like unproduced toys that I would wish would be like a thing out there, the dolls and the animals. And there was a new face mold created for the second wave of Moondreamers, never really produced, but somehow this face mold made it into the My Little Pony line here with Megan. This face mold was actually one of the dolls for the second wave of Moondreamers. And why do I know all of that? There we come to Stefanie Eskander again. She was heavily involved, that's what I want to say, in the Moondreamers toy line. She designed mostly on her own all of the second wave, and it's also very heartbroken that it never was produced. And somehow she found out that her face design was already produced for a mold for the prototypes, but then ultimately just made it into the My Little Pony toy line. So she kind of had a influence on the My Little Pony line, although she never really worked on ponies. She was always a doll designer. She never. Oh, long talk. Here is Crystal Star. Look at that face. This is so beautiful. And these clothes. This is what I love. I mean, she's missing her shoes. I think that's pretty common. That's why I like doll toy lines with the shoes are sculpted on. Anyways, I am so intrigued to find out if she still glows in the dark. I definitely won't do anything about the hair. I will not style it in a better way or anything. I think it looks amazing. This should be still the original factory curl. And here is the cassette tape. So this is the logo of Moondreamers. It's just amazing. And I wish that they would be easier to get, or there would be out there more difficult, like different things, or they would have produced the second wave. It's like, but it's the first kind of real thing that I have from this toy line. I think, unless I've missed something from Mikurus box, I have another box. And this is just one of the craziest coincidences, actually. In the last My Little Pony unboxing, I was talking about that I found out that buying from France is actually a good option, because it's in the European Union. I don't have to pay extra for any like customs or something, and the shipping is not that expensive. It's just a couple of euros more expensive than shipping from Germany. And I was searching under the French name of Lady Lovely Locks, so Dame Bouquine, something. I don't remember what it's actually called. And I didn't find anything Lady Lovely Locks that I like wanted to buy, but I found this. And I'm so happy that it made it here, because the seller was kind of struggling to ship it to Germany. I don't know why. They needed my telephone number, and then it took them like 2 weeks until they started shipping it, but it arrived here. It's another Moondreamers doll. It's crazy. She's missing the tights, but she still comes with the original dress. There is something very ugly in her hair. And of course she's also missing the headband, but I'm so totally fine with it. This one here, she's called Whimsy, and yeah, the seller didn't know that it is something from Moondreamers. The word Moondreamers was not mentioned in that eBay auction, or it was not an auction, I mean it was a buy now price thing, for €12. I mean, I paid 30 for her and the cassette tape, which I still consider a good price. 12 for her? Heck yes! She was just under the name of Dame Bouquine Lady Lovely Locks. She's not Lady Lovely Locks. She's not even Mattel, as I said, that's Hasbro. Wow, she has a cape. And when I get this brown stuff out of her hair, then I bet she will look amazing again. She still has her like green hair, and this is also glow in the dark. And yeah, while the other doll, like Crystal Star, is called that she's the star architect, so she's like designing the stars in the sky. She is the dream machine operator. So that's, I'm not super familiar with the storyline, but they are in the sky and they are like making the dreams for the children, basically. And this is so cute. I think this is also glow in the dark. This is moon here in the front. And what I meant with cape, it's attached here. This is a little capelet on the dress. And I mean, I have to do something about her hair, and it's not that good anymore. I hope that it still glows in the dark. Let's check that out. And I couldn't believe it. And then it took them so long to send it to me, so I was already like doubting that I would get her, but she's here. Oh my goodness. I have my very first like toys from Moondreamers, and once you are like one step into a toy line, then you are like, then I probably am more willing to also purchase some of the other stuff that I for now have not purchased yet, because the prices are always pretty high, but they're not. Sometimes you find one of the animals, for example, for around 30-40 euros or something. And now, as I have other things and I have stepped into that toy line, I'm probably more willing to pay that much. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you up close the similarities. You see, it is a different sculpt from the mouth, etc. But it's so similar that you can immediately see that this face was actually also supposed to be part of that toy line originally. Megan from My Little Pony, and yeah, the Moondreamers. Have it. That's my wonderful like haul of mainly Lady Lovelylocks, Moondreamers, and a couple of other things. Thank you so... What was that? That was something in my kitchen. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and the comments are open, it always depends if I'm fast enough to reopen them when they start closing again. That's something that just happens on small YouTube channels. Because I don't know why. It's a really weird thing. And if the comments are open, you can tell me anything you want. And if not, then just give it a thumbs up so I know that you like these videos and are hoping to see more of that. So let's see if I can get more Lady Lovelylocks and Moondreamers in the future. Thank you for watching. See you real soon, and may the toys be with you. Bye! So let's test the glow-in-the-dark feature. You see I have gotten this like brown mold a little bit out of her hair, not completely. Other than that, I have not done a lot on them. So how do I do this? There you can see it. They work so well, and as I was guessing correct, the moon and the star on the outfits are also glow in the dark. Yay! And here is also the Fakey Elephant and the comb again, so you can see all of that in the dark. There it is. And I've actually found out one more thing that glows in the dark. Not from this haul, but from one of my last hauls though. So I had no idea that Glimmer's staff is also glow in the dark. Did you know that? Like, I had no idea, I'd never read about that. So some of the She-Ra stuff also glows in the dark. Glimmer's staff, and here you can see Fakey Elephant again. And all the Moondreamers.